All right, now it's time to make your offer. And really there are 4 ways that you can make this offer. You could do an in-person offer, you could do an over-the-phone offer, you could do an email offer, or you could simply create a landing page and make a landing page offer on your website. So let's start with the in-person offer. There's pros and cons to this offer, but I actually encourage you to start with an in-person offer because there's so many benefits you'll gain from having to speak directly to your customer in person. Obviously, it's much harder for somebody to say no to you in person than it would be over another medium. So that's an advantage. An obvious disadvantage, and I don't know if this is actually a disadvantage or really just something that you need to get over, is it's uncomfortable to sit face to face and ask somebody for their business. That said, when you're going for an in-person interview, you want to do a few things really well. 1, you want to be warm and cordial, but you want to get to the point. 2, you want to have kind of prepped the person ahead of time. You want to have let them know that there's a proposal coming, and you could let them know, hey, it's been great speaking with you. I've got an opportunity for you to potentially partner with me as an early customer. Want to tell you about. That way people are prepped and you're not hitting them by surprise. It takes a little pressure off of both you and them. You want to start with your headline promise. Now, you don't need to read it like it's out of a textbook, but for 60-Day MBA, when I'm speaking to somebody, I could simply say, you know, I've been thinking about you and you starting a business, and I know that it's possible for you to start your business. Yes, you can start your own business, which is our headline promise, but you just kind of convert it to conversational format. You know, I've been thinking it's really possible for you to start your business. And I've created this course that I'd like you to be a part of. And then you go into your benefit bullets. The course is going to help you go from stuck in plans to getting paid by actual customers. It's going to help you take your current side gig and turn it into full-time income. And we even show you how to raise the money to get started. That's why I thought you'd be a perfect candidate, right? So in a conversational format, you've actually just walked them through your headline promise and your benefit bullets. Then the next thing you want to do after you've kind of given them the result that your product or service is going to give them, and then you've talked to some benefits that your product or service is going to give them, you want to invite them into your story. You don't want to make the offer just yet. You want to use the fact that you're just starting out to your advantage. And you want to say like, hey, this is a new offering and I'd love you to be a charter member or an initial member. What this does is this kind of sets them up on a pedestal and lets them know like, hey, you're a VIP. And then you want to explain that how in the early days you really want to work with customers who are going to be able to give you the feedback you need to perfect your offering and who are a really great fit. And you think this person is going to be a potential great fit. Now you've set them up as somebody who's a VIP. As well, you've made them a partner. So you're not sitting across the table from them, negotiating against them. You're saying, hey, partner with me to build this offering. Then you want to go ahead and give them some of the details and make the offer. You want to explain to them how much it costs, and as you explain to them how much it costs, explain to them because they're a charter member, because there's somebody who's partnering with you to build your offering. For this initial offering, they're going to get a great deal, and not only are they going to get a great deal, they're going to get way more than future people will get. So for our course, our first people who took the course, we said, not only are we going to give it to you at an unbelievable discount, but we're going to give you way more one-on-one coaching and training than we normally give away. And here's why. What you get is you get a great deal. What we get is to learn and partner with entrepreneurs like you as we build our course. So you want to make the offer, give them some sort of deal or discount, and as well enlist them in partnering with you and giving you feedback as you roll out your product or service to them. And then once you've explained exactly kind of what it's going to cost and exactly what they're going to get, then what you want to do is you want to make it timely. You want to explain, because I'm just rolling this out, I'm only taking 3 initial customers. And I'd like to get started with this first flight of customers in the next 2 weeks. And so if you want to be a part of those initial flight of customers, you're going to need to jump in now. Now, sometimes this is uncomfortable, but if you don't give people a reason to buy now, they will always postpone it later. So the reasons to buy now are: 1, it's a really great deal now; 2, you get really great value now; and 3, the product or service is coming out very soon. So those are the kind of 3 ways to get them focused on buying now. And then you want to invite them to join. And you just all you need to say is, I'd love for you to be a part of this initial flight. What do you think? And here's where you need to shut up. It's so easy to oversell and keep talking about your product and all the features and how great it is and blah, 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 blah. Let them talk. More often than not, you'd be surprised, people say, that sounds like a great idea. And then they may have questions about specific things, right? But more often than not, they're gonna leap at the opportunity because you're giving them a great deal, and they'll be excited about partnering with you. If they ask questions, address their questions. Now, then at the end of the conversation, you just want to say, so just to confirm, I've got you in. If this all sounds right, I'll send you an invoice after this conversation, or I'll bill you after this conversation. But make it something that is just procedural. It's like, okay, so the procedure, the next part of the process is I take your money, right? And it's, instead of making it this big deal, just make it a part of the process. So you give them that next step. If for some reason that they're not ready to buy now, that's okay, but you need to set a specific, concrete day and time that you're gonna follow up with them. Okay, cool, I'd love to give you a chance to think about this. Can I follow up with you next Tuesday? Because I really need to know before next Tuesday. That's when I'm thinking about having a kickoff for this first flight of customers. So in person, you want to be cordial but get to the point. You want to conversationally use your headline promise and your benefit bullets. You want to invite them into your story. You want to make the offer timely. You want to explain the offer, and then you want to make the collection of money a procedural item. And if you need to follow up, you want to make sure that that's concrete, specific, set time and date to follow up. So that's how you make an in-person offer. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to make an offer over the phone.